Yo, 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 in a bottle of rum. I'm back. What's up, everybody? Good to see y'all. Hey, look, I'm telling y'all, I swear to goodness, I literally sat here since 2 o'clock and did nothing but stare at my screen because I said, we're going to be on time and we're not going to have any hiccups. And as soon as I hit the go live button, everything went wrong. I'm just bound to have problems technically, but that's all right because we're here. What's up? Can everybody hear me good? What is up? It is your boy MM2K of PNTS Network and the Cloud Dosage platform back again with another SLS featuring MM2K. I'm not going to be blabbering because as soon as my wife comes through that door, I am all hers. I'm held captive. She is being the terrorist that she always is, particularly today. Do me a huge favor, man, because I know it's been a while that I've been live. I mean, I've done a lot of pre-recorded stuff, put it out there, as I've been in my travels. But do us a huge favor. Can you let everybody know that we're live as well too? Tweet it out. Since everybody's doing their own thing, trying to figure out their new platforms, we're still trying to get a handle of the best lines of communication with everybody. I will tell you this. This is what I do. I go live. I mean, when I go live, you will most likely get a notification on Twitter. So it is your best bet to follow at Cloud Dosage or follow at MM2K on Twitter. Also, if you follow at Cloud Dosage on at Cloud Dosage News on YouTube, you'll get notifications that way too. Make sure that when you're on our channel that you've hit the bell. YouTube has this funny thing about removing people's bells, and I hear all the time, oh man, I didn't even know that you were live. Well, I mean, if you haven't hit your notification bell, I don't know, there's really nothing else I can do. I deeply apologize. And I'm gonna feel sorry for those of you later on in this month, and going into next month, because we're looking to ramp up our raffles again. So I'm letting you know ahead of time. Make sure that notification bell is checked. If it's not checked, like for instance, I'll just give you I'll give you a sneak peek at like some of the stuff that we're looking to do. We're looking to do as some of our CDO dailies go live. First person to comment, either in the chat or in the comments, we're looking to do a raffle there. Those are some of the things that we're looking to do. Everything is not going to hit in November. It's more or less a lot of it is going to hit in December. But you guys, I mean, I can't. There's nothing I can do because I know what often happens is I'll get DMs. Oh man, I missed you. Oh man, I wish I would have won that prize. I wish you'd have won it too. But YouTube is crazy. It's not always the most reliable. So you got to shore things up. I want you guys to win a lot of these prizes too. There's only so much that we can do though to make sure that you've dotted all your I's and crossed all your T's and kicked all the tires. Why is this the gameplay? Oh, okay. I was about to say, why is the gameplay screen footage black? Yo, we got Vet Cloud in the house. We got Albert Smith in the house. What is going on, my good friends? Yeah, hit that like button, please. It helps the algorithm out so much. Lets people know that you're enjoying this content. Lets other people know that we're live. Let me see. Let me get that. And let's see here. Boom. Let me go here and check something real quick. See if anybody, man. Oh no, that's that. I don't want that. Community. Okay. So with that said, thank you everybody for coming through. We appreciate you coming through. Hold on, give me 1 second. Okay, we appreciate everybody coming through. Good to see you all. Let's shout you out in the chat before we get things rumping and rolling here. Let's see here. Let me go to my social plane here. We got Jeremy Moan. He was here at the crack of dawn. I saw him early. He was like really early, man. Going to watch this on my TV, so won't be able to interact after this. Got you, my good brother. We got ER Gaming in the house. Afternoon all. Oh, we got that hating ass Aminar. He says, "It's over. Stadia is dead. Cloud gaming is failing. Long live hardware." Whatever. Dusty ran in the house. He says, "Yo, we got CMG. What's up, Chariot Man? Good to see you, my good brother." Yes, we had Vet Cloud Gaming in the house, and then we had Albert Smith in the house as well. All right, so we got a couple of things on the docket. First, here, let me make sure that I got this all set up. First thing is we got Xbox news. Oh, come on. Jesus Christ. News. Then we got GFN news. We're doing a little bit different. We got Xbox news, we got GFN news, and then we got the discussion, which is the roundtable, which is where we go to you guys and we ask you guys to just give us input on different things. Give us your thoughts. What do you want to see? All that good stuff. Here, let me check something because I'm not sure. Something's going on. I had set up a Twitter, an automatic tweet to go out, and I don't think it went out. And no, it did not. Oh God, it did not. All right, so let's do this. Let's get rid of that. And let me put this. We are live. We are live. SLS featuring MM2K is back. All right. Put that out there. Boom. And can I find my thumb? Boom. I like that beat. I like that little beat. That little beat. Let's go here. Let's do the same thing here. Just come on, man. And what I want to do is I want to do a poll. Let's do a poll. Engage with your audience. What is that? Start Q&A. Answer viewer questions live. Oh, that's dope. You know what? I'm gonna do that. When we go to the round table, I'm gonna try this out. Start a Q&A. I don't even know how the hell that works. But here goes the what are you mostly playing? What platform? Just keeping up with everybody, seeing what everybody's migrating to. Are you mostly playing? I'm gonna put xCloud. GFN, I'll put xCloud, GFN, other cloud, and then we'll put hardware. I really wish YouTube would give you more console. See, Steam Deck. Just for in case people don't know. Past the community. All right, there we go. Cloud validation in the house. Good to see y'all. That is our poll. What platform are you mostly, not most, it should be mostly, not moistly or mosty. Oh man, let us know. Okay, so Let's get started with the news. Start spreading the news. We can fix that a little bit. Make that. Get why it can be the same damn characters and the wording, but if I change the wording, it's slightly off. All right, y'all. So let's get into it. Let's first talk Xbox news. You know how we do. Let me tell you something. This is interesting because from a Steam Deck people. All right, what's going on? Let's make that bigger. This is coming courtesy of GamingonLinux.com. And it says Microsoft upgraded cloud gaming for Linux and Chrome OS, so Steam Tech 2. And it says on the community Reddit Xbox Cloud Gaming, and an Xbox employee put up a small announcement about an upgraded experience for Linux and Chrome OS game streaming. Something we've been waiting on for some time, as without workarounds, you were limited to a low resolution. You can make it better by spoofing Edge on Windows, for example. Even with that, I noticed that it didn't perform as well as expected. Now, that should no longer be the case, Xbox Cloud developer Jordan Cohen said on Reddit. And they talk about all the different things, I guess, that they did. I don't know if this affects any other cloud experience through the browser on any other cloud experience on the browser via the Steam Deck. But who has Steam Decks here? Already in our poll, most of you guys and gals are saying that, you know, mainly you're playing the Steam Deck. But who has a Steam Deck here? I've yet to go get one. I'm still holding out. My brother is laughing at me all the time. I just had a decent conversation with him about something totally different. And he's like, yeah, man, you suck because you don't have the Steam Deck. And I'm like, okay. And it's not about, for me, it's not about having something, like I already got a computer. It's not cloud gaming. See, for a lot of people, an ultra huge perk for them with cloud gaming is portability. I mean, it's not portability. It's mobility. You know, like it being a handheld. That's a big draw for people. That's not the biggest draw for me. It's a great perk. Like I always talk about how, like, if I'm on the road and my wife is drive, I make her drive now, and I'm like playing Madden or whatever I can. And I love that. I love that diversity about cloud gaming. But I do love the portability of it more than anything. Meaning, I ain't got to lug around some big old box in order for me to have, like, for instance, I was over at my mother's house on Wednesdays. I make a frequent trip over to my mother's on Wednesdays. And I'm going to get into that into why a little bit. And while I was over there waiting for a meeting, I just whipped out Amazon Luna on her Fire TV and played it there. I love that portability of it. I love it that when my wife comes home, more often than not, I got to shut things down here in the office. And I go down there and I got to sit with her and listen to her day and listen to her misery, right? But I can do that and multitask and listen to her. And I can play, on Fire TV downstairs, whatever the case may be. Play on my Chromebook. I love that portability of it. It's not so much the handheld aspect of it, it's the portability of it. So I don't know how many of you all fit into that category. How many of you all definitely need the portability? I mean, the mobility aspect over the portability. But that's why I haven't gotten a Steam Deck or the Logitech. The handheld thing of it isn't what really gets me. You know, it's that is a cool toy aspect, but when I'm getting in a game and I'm serious, I want to stream. That's why I tweeted out earlier this week, I would love to see Geforce Now And really all the cloud services. Now that Stadia's gone, it's no advantage to them unless one of the companies that they're going to work with, they want to just give this advantage to them. But if they're not, why not allow everybody to do direct stream, to YouTube? It won't be exactly the same because it's not coming from the same servers, but allowing me to be able to stream and professionally stream from my Chromebook is dope. You know what I mean? Because and that's another thing that we're seeing as a need as we're talking to people, and they're like, "Yo, like Stadia was perfect for me because I could do the direct stream. Now that the direct stream is gone, or it's going to be going for people, they're lost in the sauce." So it'd be great to see these other platforms outside of Luna do it. I love that Luna does it for Twitch. And that's great. It's just that Luna's only in the US. If Luna was more widespread, I'd say there you go. You know what I mean? There's your solution. But a lot of the people that I'm talking to, they're out of the States. You know what I mean? So let's go to the chat on this one. If it let me go yet to y'all. Yo, cloud validation. He says cloud gaming isn't as much failing as it is things people have been saying are starting to sink in. Cloud gaming is in its infancy and a slow burn. It's nice to have hardware to fall back on. I hate to do this. I'm glad Dusty Iran said that. Who's been telling y'all that for the last 2 years? I remember I was engaged in a conversation and someone had said to me, "Yo, MM2K, you cap a lot for Stadia and you make it seem like that Stadia is the only thing people should play." And I said, "Okay, you're telling me this while I'm making PlayStation 5 videos and I'm making PC videos through our quality stream series on the MM2K channel." If you're not there, you can go to youtube.com/@MM2K Gaming now, and you can become part of that channel. We got a lot of great things planned for that channel. Stadia was my favorite way to play, but I've never said to anybody that you shouldn't diversify your portfolio. If you could only game in one place, then you could only game in that one place. But if you can game in more places, do it. I've said for the last 2 years, gaming or cloud gaming is in its infancy. It's a 1% business. Some may quote 3%, some analytics say 3%, but it's a 1% business. It's in its infancy. It's going to be a slow grind, not until 2029. Maybe is it anywhere between a 5 to 8% business if you look at the current projections. Doesn't mean that it's not capable. It just means that when you evaluate the psyche of the average gamer, they're likely not going to jump on the bandwagon for years now. That's all it is. A lot of it could be misinformation, all others, but what you got to understand about people is they're going to operate in the circles that they operate in. They're going to be susceptible to the misinformation they're going to be susceptible to. And then we just got to understand that this is going to be a slow grind. We're the pioneers on a long boat trip across to the mainlands. All right. But because we're the pioneers, we're making history here. We're the first in on something, especially if you're a content creator. You understand how much leg up you have as a content creator. If you're starting now, it's going to be a slow grind. Yeah. But once you get your niche and your footing, the sky's the limit once this thing goes mainstream. That's all. So there's nothing to be ashamed of because this thing isn't mainstream yet. People just have to realize that fact. But understand that just because everybody's not jumping in on it, don't you miss out on some great gaming. I love my PS5. I love my 3070. But if that's all I had, I'd be missing out on so much fun. So just keep that in mind. Yo, we got Christopher Torres. He says, I have to try xCloud on Edge to see the difference. I play in the PC app, works fine. I think it will work better in Edge. Damn it, Stadia worked better in Edge in some regards. So, Dusty Aran, in regards to the Steam Deck, says, I want one, but my deterrent is that apparently there are a lot of RMAs that aren't supported, and aren't being reported, rather, on with the Steam Deck. Yeah, see, and getting something like that further complicated. I'd rather just play on my phone. I have tablets. I'd rather just take the Razer Kishi, or I got special controllers that I've had for years that work well on tablets, Bluetooth controllers that I can hardwire, into the device. I'd rather just play on those. GFN has that feature, but only on the Shield TV Pro to Twitch. But that feature is underpowered and not really a good focus. See, I think it would be great. I mean, because the GFN 3080 tier, it's just fantastic. And as we're going to talk about later, they're just oozing in games now. I get it. A lot of Stadia people, including myself, can point to this and point to that and say, oh, this isn't like Stadia, but it's not coming back. So, but there are things that they can continue to do well and pick up from those gamers that are like, oh man, I wish we still had this. And I think cloud gaming at its core for the current demo should be an easier and more cost-effective way for gamers to get into a certain ecosystem, whether it's a PC ecosystem that GFN and Boosteroid are trying to get you into, if it's a platform, if it's a console ecosystem that xCloud is trying to get you into, or just getting you access to games via the cloud, like how Amazon is trying to do. If at its core, I think every platform should focus on that. When they focus on that, it's a no-brainer that if I have a crappy Chromebook that's good enough for me to play xCloud on, it's only elementary that in addition to that, I should be able to stream somewhere without having to put OBS, and OBS is not going to work on a Chromebook. There should be some type of direct stream feature set there. It's only elementary. So I'm hoping that, and again, it's not like, I'm not saying that GFN or Booster or any of these other platforms don't want to do it. They got to get permission from Twitch, and they got to get permission from, YouTube. Now, Twitch, I can see them holding their cards to their vest and being a little bit more fuddy-duddy with it. But Google, per the current state of affairs, nah, I don't. That's a game that you don't play. And if you fully want to support cloud gaming the way that you claim you did when you advertised those Chromebooks in that untimely manner, put your money where your mouth is. Open up that access. Again, it won't be exactly the same because the game won't be streamed from the same server that YouTube is on, but again, you'll be helping out a cloud gamer that I was talking to a cloud gamer today who, we were talking about GFN and they're like, well, I got to play it from my phone because my phone has this streaming feature, but I can't do it from my Chromebook. And I'm like, oh, that is right. There's a lot of cloud gamers out here that don't have PCs. Hence why they're cloud gaming. They don't have the hardware to play it natively. If they would have had the hardware to play it natively, they probably wouldn't be cloud gaming, and that's okay. A lot of people are here out of necessity. And I just think that it's important that all these cloud platforms integrate that necessity. You know what I mean? So Google, GFN, Xbox, Twitch, let's do it. And Google, if you really are still supporting cloud gaming, then open up them APIs or whatever the hell it is and work with these companies to get that happening. You know what I mean? We love to see it. But that's interesting, Vet. I never knew that I see. I don't have the NVIDIA shield. I never knew it was there. Let's see what else we got here. All right. But the browser's 100 times better in overall performance and features. Jeremy Moan says, I refuse to be ashamed of being a cloud gamer. Will be my main. Yeah, exactly. People will try, Jeremy. Screw them. Amador says, I was just thinking of becoming. Hey, Amador, shut your ass up. Yes, I can't stand that dude. Well, my thing is that it can handle bigger games in the handheld cloud gaming, and Switch have reignite my love of handheld gaming. Cool. All right. So that's that news. Okay, let's get on to the big topic. The big topic is, this is going to be an interesting one, y'all. So this is coming to us courtesy of GameIndustry.biz. And they're saying Xbox changes its tone on Game Pass. The firm's latest rhetoric around PC, mobile, and subscription set the scene for why it feels that Activision Blizzard acquisition would be positive for the industry. It says Microsoft's latest financials and Phil Spencer's subsequent comments during the Wall Street Journal live event felt like a shift in tone. And if you haven't heard that Wall Street Live Journal, then you're slacking. You're slacking. I can only but do so much to help you guys and gals get acclimated to the information that's out there. I get it that people want to have fun, action-packed Indiana Jones conversations that aren't really rooted in reality. Here, this is all educational. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of this stuff flies over your head if you're not taking the time when I'm not live or when I'm not here to go absorb this information. But if you haven't heard that Wall Street Journal live event with Phil Spencer, oh my gosh, you need to. The big takeaway for some is how Microsoft for the second quarter running failed to hit its targets around Game Pass subscription growth. Did we hear that somewhere before? Only if there was this person out here who was a cloud gamer, loud, obnoxious, spit all over his pop filter, that kept pleading to the listening community, don't fall for the okie doke. I'm not saying it's going anywhere. I'm not saying it's bad, but don't fall for this okie doke that Game Pass is doing so great to where it's blowing out the competition. We talked about it. People were mad because sometimes you got to take your feelings out of it. I always use the tornado watcher scenario. If I'm a tornado watcher and let's just say, for instance, hold on one second, because I see my mic is like piping hot. Say I'm a tornado watcher, right? And I got this beautiful condo that I'm living in. But I see that a tornado is coming directly for the condo. Am I going to ignore that tornado report and say, well, I like this condo, I don't want it to go, so I'm not even going to absorb that? Or am I going to cherish my life more and say, you know what? It's going to be a hard pill to swallow, but I could always get another condo. At least I have my life and the opportunity to do so. And what I'm trying to say is that I want people to follow the facts. I don't want people to put all their eggs in one basket. I feel like that right now, for those that are trying to migrate and figure out their new platform, to just sample a little bit and don't fall for this okie doke. Look, I'm gonna tell you one thing right now, and you're gonna see it come November 9th. I'm explaining what November 9th is. The reason why journalists are going beyond just saying that Game Pass is good, which I think, even though it's not for me, I think it's a great service for the people that it's for, or the people that it suits. The reason why I think journalists are going past that and trying to use that to denounce Sony and PlayStation, and don't get me, there's a lot of things you can get on Sony and PlayStation on, But the fact that they're not doing a day one Game Pass shouldn't be one of them. Because of what you see on the screen. The company that has the war chest to risk this and who's plugging the most money into this, they have failed to meet their milestones in back-to-back reporting periods. I get it that a lot of you may not be familiar with how things like this work financially, but that is not good news at all. When you don't hit your milestones for your new emerging service that's supposed to set the tone for the rest of the industry, back to back, it's not good. And it's not to say that there was anything else that Microsoft could do and they did something wrong, except for maybe overshoot projections. What it's saying is that the demographic of the gamer wasn't understood. It's a guy named Daniel Lamont. Let me see if I can find this tweet. Oh crap! The wrong thing. Let me see if I can find this tweet. The great guy by the name of Daniel Lamont. Hold on, let me do this. Give me a second. Here we go. I want to do this because you guys think that I'm capping, that I pulled this out of my rear end. No, it's just I've been watching the tornadoes storm a little bit longer. This is a known fact. It's 2022 now. This has been known since 2020 and really before that. We kind of knew this, but it was good to have Daniel Lamont. He is a world-renowned analyst for video games, and his specialty is the Chinese market, first and foremost, the Asian market, and then he understands how things just work globally as well. And he's at a group called Senior Analysts at Nico Partners. All right, so there's of the largest video game analyst firms out there. Here are the facts, he says. The average console gamer buys 2 games per year. Where did that come from? Oh my God, you've been hearing that from this guy, right? Oh, MM2K, you've been pulling that out of your caboose. You've been clapping your cheeks and been pulled that out of your cheeks. The average console gamer buys 2 games per year. Now right now, I told you guys, did I not tell you? I was off one. I said 6 to 13. Right now, the average PlayStation 4 owner has about 13 games in their library. The average Switch owner has 7 games in their library. So it goes anywhere between 7 to 13 games in their library total. Right? So what needs to be understood is that is telling you that the average gamer has their mindset on specific type of games, not just playing a whole bunch of games. They have their minds on what the casual gamer, and there are way more casual gamers than there are hardcore gamers. There are more of these people than there are of us. Hence why the average gamer, and really, if you think about it, the casual gamer actually probably has less. They may still have the 2, but the average games that they have in their library might be 7. But what happens is, when that gets averaged in with the hardcore gamers, we kind of fill that up a little bit. Because we do, hell, we might do 30 games a year. You know what I mean? But the average gamer only buys 2 games a year. And within an entire generation, they may have anywhere between 7 to 13 games. That is not a demographic that Game Pass is going to penetrate. What Game Pass was hoping to do. Now, a lot of people heard that, and I remember I got into a conversation, an argument with somebody, because even here, Daniel Lamar breaks down the price and what Game Pass is hoping to do. They think it's a monetary thing. This is what Xbox thought. They thought it was all about the financials. Oh, they only have X amount of disposable income to spend, so hence why they're only going to spend. No, that's the bet that they placed. And they thought what they could do is if they can get those gamers to spend that $120, as Daniel Lamar breaks down here. He says, taking all this data into account, Game Pass subscribers are still likely to spend $120 a year on new games, perhaps 20% more than usual, $144. They're spending $180 a year on Game Pass over a 6-year period, whatever. So what Xbox was hoping was that these people would then assimilate these people in because they thought it was a price thing. It's not a price thing. It's a content thing. And it's not, when I say content, I don't mean quantity. Casual gamers know what they want to play. Like for instance, a casual gamer is going to play Call of Duty. They're going to play Madden, FIFA. They're going to add Madden, FIFA. They're going to add a sports game to that, right? And then they might, every now and again, buy a third game. Like this year, a lot of those casual gamers, guess what game they're picking up? On November 9th, God of War. They're going to pick up God of War. It's not about quantity. It's just about specific content. And if that specific content isn't available in Game Pass, it's not going to break that saturation. Now, that's why Game Pass, I think Xbox was starting to realize that, and that's why they said, well, look, we got to make this subscription service honest, and that's why they were going out there for Activision Blizzard, because they got some games that have casual appeal, particularly Call of Duty. You get Call of Duty in there, that alone could bring some of these people over. But right now it's not there. And the reason why I brought up the journalists is what the journalists want to see is they want to see PlayStation mimic this model, whether it makes financial sense for them or not. You gotta have a huge war chest in order to be able to do something like this. Which Sony doesn't have Microsoft's war chest to even revive to make something like this happen. It's not in these early years. If game subscriptions become a normal thing with the casual gamer, where they stop just doing this and they start adapting a game subscription service into their routine, then you'll see Sony jump all over it. But until then, it doesn't make financial sense to them. They're going to lose out on money. This is an experiment for Xbox, and they're doing the best out of the experiment, but they're not seeing the numbers that they would like to see, hence why they fell short in back-to-back reporting periods. Now it sounds like they're changing their tone. So it is what it is. I don't think it's anything to be too dismayed about, but I think it's a reality check. It's just a reality check to let you guys know that you can't, as people that have grown into it during Stadia, I think we should have learned a long time ago that you can't listen to the journalists. They make up stuff. They make up lies. And they have agendas. So I don't think Game Pass or xCloud is going anywhere. I still think it's going to improve. I think it's just going to be a slow grind. I just think that Xbox realized, that it's not a monetary thing for these people. You got to have specific content. Until GamePass can get that specific content in there, it's at a standstill. Secondly, they got a long way to go when it comes to cloud gaming, and it's going to take them some time to do it. And hence why they said what they said to the CMA. I mean, they said what they said to the CMA because they had to, because they're going to tell them the truth. But they're not crying over spilled milk of it becoming public. It is what it is. So they just said, you know what, we might as well just take a step back in our whole approach anyway, and just announce it to people. You know what I mean? So it's going to be about the games, which is good. It's going to be about the games. It's going to be about quality games. And 2023 is going to be a big year for Xbox. But again, this is just a reminder to everybody that just thought that silver bullet was coming. Oh, that silver bullet. I told you guys and gals, nobody has a silver bullet when it comes to cloud gaming right now. It's going to be a slow grind. So let's enjoy it. Let's help it flourish. And just keep it rolling. Let's get some of you guys' thoughts on this. My thing with Stadia, supposedly the tech was sold off. It may have been corporate word salad, but they had said something about using it across Google. I guess sold off is kind of like the right term. It's only going, from what I understand, it's only going to a handful of people that really don't cross compete with each other. So hence why those people have it. And I don't want to say sold off, because that means that Google's still going to support them. Like, there's still going to be teams that are going to support them because Google is still going to house this technology. It's just that they're only going to have so many external clients that are going to use this technology for retail purposes. So we'll see. Where's my Moss Anime podcast? I know, brother. I just caught up with episode 4 of what's it called? Next week. I'm almost done. I do got to bring this up, guys and gals. I deeply apologize for the flow of content this week from me. I put out a couple of polls. Here, let me show you guys something. Let's go here. Let's go to Cloud Dosage. Oh, let's go to us. Let's go to Cloud Dosage. And let's go to the community tab. So here I ask you guys, and please participate in these polls because these mean something to us. We only got 8 votes right now. What platform do you want to see more coverage on Cloud Dosage? We put that out there today. Yesterday, I let everybody know, apologies viewers for the lack of content so far this week. My personal schedule has gotten extremely busy. To ensure you still get content, here are upcoming shows. We're doing this one today. SSC Podcast, the members edition will be tomorrow at 2 p.m. SSC Podcast, the public edition, will release Saturday at noon. And then the Cloud Stream Diagnosis, that's where we compare the different platforms and games. That's going to be 1 p.m. Sunday. So all this information is out there. Maybe I'll put it on Twitter too. But you guys should be accessing all this, getting the notifications, having that notification bell up. Let's see here. Let's do this. Apologies. Let me fix this a little bit. Apologies for the lack of content this week. Here, thus, here, thank you. Let's see here. Thank you, because I gotta thank you for your patience. All right. week. Here. Move that. Okay. So all the information that you need is here as far as what we're going to do and updates as they become available. But what I'm going to say, folks, is that definitely check us out. Check out the content. We're going to have, and I'm going to have to do stuff. A lot of it's going to be pre-recorded, except for I can promise that the open mics, of course, I can't have an open mic if it's pre-recorded, but a lot of other stuff is going to be pre-recorded. Because what's going on is I told you guys that my friend asked me to become like a site manager for one of his businesses. The way that it was supposed to work is that I was just supposed to go by on Wednesdays and Saturdays and check it out, but his business is in deep doo-doo. It's a deep doo-doo. So I've been having to spend a lot of time there this week. You know, he has a big contract that he's put in the bid for. And I'd hate to see him lose that contract. So I've been having to go by there, his site more often than not and help him out. And, you know, make some evaluations on the staffing that they have there. Because it's a problem. So I'm doing that, and it's cutting into my time. So what I'm going to do is I'm having to create content at night, put it out there in the morning, being that it's messed with my schedule. So we will have these. You may see a similar schedule where Monday there still will be sound off. That'll be live because Mondays are free. Not much is happening on Monday. Tuesdays will probably be some game streams only. Wednesdays will probably be free because I'm out with him. I might have a video out there. Thursdays will be this, and Fridays will be the member session. Saturdays will be the live airing of SSC, and then Sundays will be the compare show. All right. So, and I'm trying to find some time for the anime. I caught up on episode 4 of damn it, what's the name of that? Bleach. And I think I'm gonna do Chainsaw Man. I'm gonna do Chainsaw Man. So just wanted to put that out there. All right. What up, people? Let's go to some more news. Let's check out our poll so far. So most of you guys have gone and leaned on hardware and console, like hardware, console, PC, Steam Deck. I'm just curious, out of the hardware, what have you guys leaned on the most? Here, I'm going to end this poll, even though it's early, and I want to do another poll. What hardware are you playing the most? So Xbox, PlayStation, PC, Steam Deck, and Steam Deck, and Switch. All right. We got another poll out there for those of you that are playing hardware the most. Which one are you playing hardware? Which one are you playing the most out of the hardware? Jeremy Moan says, yes, Chainsaw Man. Yeah, I've never read the manga. I'm going to read it now. I mean, I'm not reading now. I'm watching the show now, so we'll see. We might just do like a big... what I might do is every show we'll do an episode of Chainsaw Man and an episode of Bleach. My Hero is dope too. My Hero, I mean not My Hero. I always mix up My Hero and Mob Psycho or Psycho Mob. Well, Mob Psycho I meant. Mob Psycho is dope. It's really got good. The last episode was really good. All right, y'all. So let's get back to the news. When my wife comes through that door, run down. Let's do GFN news. So with GFN, Geforce now adds 11 games this week. Let me show you something. 11 games this week planned for November. They got 26 total. And the big games to note are Star Ocean, I was supposed to release last week. Comes this week. Total War 3 Kingdoms. When you look at the other 15 games that are coming, Warhammer 40,000, Dark Tide, Goat Simulator 3. What do you guys think? I see that GFN and xCloud is tied with votes here. But what are you guys' thoughts on GFN, man? Like, are you guys like open to it? Is it not cool for you? If it's not good for you, I'm just curious. I know I'm real big on the 3080 tier. I hear a lot of people like the priority tier. I hear that the priority tier is a lot better than what it used to be. Have you guys, has anybody jumped on that $29.99 special? Let me know. What do you guys think about that? That's the last question before we go into the Q&A today. But oh man, PC, Steam Deck, and Switch. Go ahead and vote. It ain't gonna hurt nobody. It ain't gonna hurt nobody. Let us know. All right, so because like for me, GFN 3080 tier is a great replacement for Stadia. Great fidelity. If I had to be a poop butt, I would say that I miss being able to just play on my dongle, and I got to get an nvidia Shield. But that's buying these extra peripherals, play cloud gaming. That oh man. Jeremy Moan says I'm all in on the 3080. Going to play Star Ocean today. That is dope. Yeah, I do want Star Ocean too. I do want to get Star Ocean. I get a feeling though. Is it just me, Jeremy, or anything? I get a feeling that a lot of you guys are sour on GFN for some reason, and I'm guessing it has something to do with like maybe practices way back when people felt like, you know, they were picking off content creators and stuff like that. We talked about that here. I'm here to tell you that regardless of whatever happened in the past, it's a different mind state now. It's different from that. Whatever happened in the past, it's different from that. You know what I mean? And I enjoy it. So I really, like I said, were you guys, like I see Rock out there, I see a lot of people out there trying to give out codes and stuff like that, and we'll be doing the same thing too. As a matter of fact, you know, for our very first raffle, you know, that may be what you're gonna get, like a bundle of, you know, whatever, you know, of a subscription service that you want. But yeah, man, we really appreciate everybody giving us your feedback. But it sounds like to me that people have gone to the Switch. We only got 3 votes, but let us know what you've gone through. I can't see who voted which way, but it doesn't look like Xbox and PlayStation right now. You guys seem soured on the console. Jeremy Mo says the UI is clunky, but it otherwise plays great. Yeah, it is. And if they can find a way, I know it's going to be challenging and hard. If they can find a way, because it's a conduit of something that's not meant to be played on the mobile, you know, in a mobile thing, so they can get past that. All right. That's what's going on with GFN. Let's move on because I only got like 5 minutes before my wife comes in here. Let's try this new thing. I'm starting a Q&A. Start Q&A, say something, ask me whatever you all want. Let's do it. Ask me whatever you all want. We're gonna end the poll. So go ahead and ask me whatever you guys want. We're gonna get into it. Enter the Q&A right now. I want to try this out. See how this works for. This is add a score graphic. Oh, a score graphic. What is that? I don't like. So ask me whatever you guys want while you still have me. Because as soon as that door opens and my wife says, honey, I'm home, I'm out of here. Let me know. Whatever it is that you guys want. Listen, while we're waiting on questions, let's go to Cloud Dosage. Look at just some of the cool articles that are here. Again, we got today's article, best alternatives to Stadia, which I think is a great article. You should definitely check that out. That came from Jack. Let's see what else we got here. We got Against the Storm is live now on GeForce Now. Fortnite on GeForce Now review. Shout out to NLED, community member NLED helping Stadia's find a new home. I think that's what it's all about. Cloud gaming will lose 6 games this month. You guys afraid to ask me a question? Everybody's afraid. I don't bite. I better get, as soon as that door opens, I'm out. Oh, guess nobody wants to ask me any questions. Nobody wants to pick my brain on anything. Any thoughts? Is there any thoughts on what we reported on for Xbox? I'm taking a step back. Let's see what they say here. But what was more noticeable about the comments that came alongside the news, Phil Spencer estimated that Game Pass will probably only account for around 50% of Xbox's content and services revenue going forward, and stated, we don't have this future where I think 50 to 70% of our revenue comes from subscriptions. 50% sounds low when you consider the billions of dollars that Microsoft has spent on games and developers, all in the name of Game Pass. Surely this wasn't a dream. Xbox has done a great job with Game Pass. The branding work and messaging around the service has made it the industry flagship. And it's become somewhat of a system seller too. Yes, it is. It does. Xbox Series S, most of half of them are new people. GFN game recommendation, says Jeremy Moe. Select the question. GFN game recommendations, says Jeremy Moe. I gotta say Cyberpunk. Have you guys seen my streams on Cyberpunk? Let's go to one of my streams real quick because my wife isn't here yet. Let's go to an MM2K Cyberpunk stream. Have you guys seen my stream on Cyberpunk? Like, these streams are beautiful. Let's is this on 4240p? Yes, it is. Like, look at these streams are gorgeous. Into some action. What was that I was shooting? Yeah, this was the shooting. I mean, this game is just completely, it's gorgeous. And when you got that, particularly when you got that 3080 tier, oh my goodness. Giggity, giggity. This game just looks sick. Let me see, is there any more robust action that I got into? I don't think so. This game, I don't think there was a lot of action. Oh no, yeah, this was a lot of BS, this game. But look at it. Look at this game, man. Awesome stuff. So that's my game recommendation. I mean, you picked a good one, Jeremy, with Star Ocean. I think that was a great I think that was a great one with Star Ocean. Because turn-based RPG, now that's something that, you know, can be dope playing on the go. You know what I mean? So he says, yeah, Cyberpunk is solid, got it. Yeah, definitely. I love that game. I love it. All right. Well, with that said, I think that's it. I think we're going to close out for now. I gotta get ready for my wife. We gotta do some important stuff. But I want to thank everybody for coming through. And definitely, like I said, guys, we are going to be having a lot of we're going to be having a lot of what do you call it? We're going to be having a lot of giveaways that are going to be, we're going to be ramping them back up. We should be for the holidays. Got some special stuff planned, but the first giveaway is going to be for the members. So if you're a member like Jeremy Moan, like Dusty Arand and others, you're going to be able to, we got Christopher Torres that's in here, who's a member. If you're a member, you're going to get added into our raffle, and we're giving away to your we're giving away something to your platform of choice. You get to select which platform it's going to go towards. And if you stayed a member, like Jeremy Moan, like Christopher Torres, and like Dusty Arand, for these months that we've even had the giveaways on hold, you're going to get triple tickets for those months that you stayed, and those get added to you. So that means Christopher Torres, he's going to get 9 tickets. Dusty Arand is going to get 9. Jeremy Moan is going to get 9 tickets that are added, because we had this thing on pause for August and September, and we're bringing it back. No, we had it on pause for September and October, and we're bringing it back in November. So our appreciation is we're giving those guys extra 3 tickets per month. So yeah, we really appreciate everybody's support. All right, let me get the heck out of here. Get ready for my wife. Let's close this Q&A live chat. Oh, okay. Let me see. Some messages, top chat, some messages. Okay. All right, we're going to end that Q&A. All right, confirm. And all right, cool, y'all. Until next time, thank you for coming through. And until next time, have a wonderful, wonderful gaming day. Peace.